Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these top 10 rare $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving into a coin that's become a true legend in the numismatic world, the 1965 United States $quarter. This coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but it has an extraordinary story and value. Stick around until the end, where we'll reveal just how much this quarter could be worth today. The 1965 $quarter comes from a pivotal year in American history. This was the first year the U.S. Mint stopped using silver in most of its coins, switching to a copper-nickel composition instead. This change was part of an effort to combat the rising cost of silver, which was depleting the U.S. silver reserves. At the time, the country was in the midst of significant change. Social movements, space exploration, and the Vietnam War were all shaping the nation's future. Despite this shift in material, the design of the 1965 $quarter remained largely the same as previous years, featuring the iconic portrait of George Washington by John Flanagan on the obverse, and an eagle on the reverse. But as we know, sometimes the smallest details can make the biggest difference. On the obverse, you'll find the profile of George Washington, the first President of the United States. This iconic design has been the hallmark of the $quarter since 1932, symbolizing leadership and national pride. On the reverse side, the majestic eagle holds a bundle of arrows, a symbol of strength and vigilance. Despite the simple yet powerful design, it's the composition and rarity of this coin that give it value today. In 1965, the U.S. Mint faced some production challenges, and a few coins were made with some unusual characteristics that make them highly desirable for collectors. Here's where things get interesting. While the 1965 $quarter was minted in large quantities, there's a unique group of these quarters that's catching the eyes of collectors. Some 1965 quarters were accidentally struck with a higher amount of silver than intended, due to leftover silver planchets in the mint's vaults. These silver error quarters are incredibly rare, with only a small handful remaining in circulation. Their rarity, combined with the mistake in their production, makes them highly sought after. These error coins are prized by collectors, not just for their historical significance but also for their scarcity and the unexpected twist in their creation. Collectors of error coins often search for unique variations, such as minor misprints or inconsistencies in the design. In the case of the 1965 silver error quarters, the main feature is their silver content, which was not intended for most coins minted that year. If you happen to have one of these rare coins, you might have something special on your hands. Some other 1965 quarters may have subtle minting errors, like double strikes or off-center imprints, which further increase their value among collectors. Now, you're probably wondering, how much could a 1965 $quarter be worth? If you have a 1965 silver error quarter in excellent condition, you could be looking at a coin worth $60,000. That's right, $60,000 for a single 1965 quarter. Who would have thought that a simple coin could carry such a hefty price tag? So, if you have any old quarters lying around, or you come across one of these rare gems, make sure to check its composition and condition carefully. It might just be worth more than you think. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a treasure hunt. Top 2, we're focusing on a modern coin that holds significant value in the numismatic world, the 1994 United States $quarter. While it might look like just another quarter, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. Stick around until the end, where we'll reveal just how much this coin could be worth. The 1994 $quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. The coin features the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. While the 1994 $quarter doesn't mark any major historical event or change in U.S. currency, there are still reasons why it stands out among modern quarters. For collectors, the key to understanding its value lies in rarity and condition. The 1994 $quarter was part of the regular minting process, with billions of coins being produced. However, Finding one in mint or proof condition can make all the difference. The obverse features George Washington's profile, with the inscription, Liberty, and the year of minting, 1994. On the reverse, you'll find the eagle, clutching arrows, symbolizing strength and courage, key traits of the American spirit. While the design has remained largely unchanged for decades, the rarity and condition of the coin play a crucial role in its value today. Coins that are preserved in uncirculated or near-perfect condition are often the ones that catch the attention of serious collectors. The 1994 quarter dollar may seem like a common find, but certain factors can make it highly valuable. Coins that are graded in perfect or near-perfect condition, especially those that come from the U.S. Mint's proof sets, are rare and sought after. Proof coins are specially struck for collectors and tend to have sharper details and a more reflective surface. Additionally, the 1994 quarter is part of the State Quarter series, which includes designs commemorating each of the 50 states. While the 1994 coin itself doesn't feature a state design, some collectors seek out particular years and mint marks to complete their collections, increasing the demand for certain versions of the coin. So, what could a 1994 quarter dollar be worth? If you have one in pristine, uncirculated condition, or perhaps one from a special set, it could fetch an impressive $40,000, that's right, $40,000 for a single 1994 quarter. Who knew a coin from the 90s could be worth so much? So, if you're a coin collector, be sure to check your quarters carefully. You might just have a rare gem in your collection. Top 3, we're taking a closer look at a coin that might just surprise you, the 1977 United States quarter dollar. At first glance, this coin may seem like a regular quarter, but in the right condition, it's worth far more than its face value. Stick around until the end, where we'll reveal just how much this coin could be worth. The 1977 quarter dollar is part of the iconic Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. Featuring the timeless portrait of George Washington by John Flanagan, this coin is part of the regular minting process, with millions produced that year. While the design remains the same, it's the rarity and condition of the 1977 quarter that make it stand out. The U.S. Mint was producing coins in large quantities back then, but like many coins from this era, finding one in mint condition has become increasingly rare. On the obverse, you'll find the profile of George Washington, accompanied by the inscription, Liberty, and the year 1977. On the reverse side, there's the iconic eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, a symbol of strength, peace, and freedom, values deeply embedded in American history. Though the design is familiar, it's the rarity of a pristine 1977 quarter that has captured the attention of collectors. Over time, many of these coins have been heavily circulated and are worn down, making well-preserved versions highly desirable. What makes the 1977 quarter dollar valuable to collectors? The key lies in the coin's condition. Most of the 1977 quarters were used in everyday transactions, meaning they've been subject to wear and tear. However, those that were carefully stored or preserved in mint state are increasingly rare and can command a much higher price. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins in uncirculated or near-perfect condition. If you come across a 1977 quarter that shows little to no signs of wear, it could be a hidden gem. So, how much is a 1977 quarter really worth? If you have a pristine, uncirculated version, you could be sitting on a coin worth $54,000, that's right, $54,000 for a single 1977 quarter. It's incredible how a coin from just a few decades ago can hold such value. So, if you have any old quarters lying around, or if you come across one in excellent condition, be sure to take a closer look. It could be worth more than you think. Top 4, we're diving into a quarter that may just surprise you, the 1980 United States quarter dollar. While it might seem like an ordinary coin, there's more to this piece of history than meets the eye. Stick around until the end, and we'll reveal just how much this coin could be worth. The 1980 quarter dollar is part of the classic Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin features a profile of George Washington on the obverse, symbolizing leadership and patriotism. The reverse showcases an eagle, representing strength and freedom. While the 1980 quarter doesn't commemorate any special events, it still holds value for collectors due to its condition and rarity today. Back in 1980, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, so finding one in circulation is relatively easy. But the story changes when you start looking for coins in near-perfect or uncirculated condition. On the obverse, George Washington's portrait is featured alongside the inscription Liberty and the year 1980. The reverse side displays a powerful eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing America's strength and commitment to peace. While the design remains consistent with previous quarters, the value of the 1980 coin is determined by its condition. Coins that have been well preserved and stored in excellent condition have become highly sought after by collectors. The real value of the 1980 quarter dollar lies in its rarity in perfect condition. Most of these coins were used for everyday transactions and have suffered wear and tear over the years. However, uncirculated or mint state examples are increasingly hard to find, which makes them appealing to serious coin collectors. Collectors often look for coins with sharp details, little to no wear, and minimal contact marks. If you happen to own a 1980 quarter in mint condition, it could be worth a lot more than its face value. So, how much could a 1980 quarter dollar be worth? If you have one in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could be worth $45,000, that's right, $45,000 for a single 1980 quarter. Amazing, isn't it? If you've got any quarters from the 80s or if you happen to find one in great condition, take a closer look, it could be worth more than you think. Top 5, we're looking at a coin that might not seem extraordinary at first, but trust me, the 1995 United States quarter dollar holds a surprising secret. If you're a collector, this coin could be worth a lot more than you think. Stay tuned until the end to find out just how much this quarter could fetch today. The 1995 quarter dollar is part of the well-known Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. The design of the coin remains familiar with George Washington's portrait on the obverse, symbolizing America's first president and its ideals of freedom and democracy. The reverse shows an eagle, a symbol of American strength. While the 1995 quarter was part of regular minting and didn't mark any significant historical event, it's a coin that is highly valued in specific conditions. The key to its value lies in its rarity and the condition it's in today. On the obverse, you'll see the profile of George Washington, along with the inscriptions, Liberty and, In God We Trust. The reverse displays the powerful eagle with the inscription, United States of America and E Pluribus Unum. The design may seem simple, but what sets the 1995 quarter apart is its availability in pristine, uncirculated condition. Most coins that were circulated in 1995 have suffered wear, but those that were well preserved hold great appeal for collectors. The real value of the 1995 quarter lies in its condition. While millions were minted that year, finding one in mint state or proof condition is a rare find. Coins that have been preserved in excellent shape are particularly sought after. Additionally, some collectors are looking for specific mint marks or even slight variations in design, which further increases the coin's appeal. Coins in uncirculated condition are always in high demand because their pristine details, sharp features, and lack of wear make them more valuable to collectors. Now, let's talk value. If you happen to have a 1995 quarter in perfect, uncirculated condition, it could be worth $40,000, yes, you heard that right, $40,000 for a single 1995 quarter. It's amazing what a well-preserved coin can be worth. So, if you've got some quarters from the 1990s lying around, be sure to check their condition, it could be worth a small fortune. Top 6, we're exploring a coin that may not seem like a big deal at first glance, the 1979 United States quarter dollar. But trust me, this coin could be worth far more than its face value. Stay tuned, because at the end, we'll reveal just how much this coin could be worth in today's market. The 1979 quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. Featuring the timeless portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the eagle on the reverse, this design has remained largely unchanged for decades. In 1979, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these quarters, and most of them were circulated, meaning many of them are now worn or damaged. But finding a 1979 quarter in mint or uncirculated condition is a rare treat, and it's this rarity that drives the value of the coin today. On the obverse, you'll find the classic profile of George Washington, along with the inscription Liberty and the year 1979. On the reverse, the eagle holds arrows and an olive branch, representing the balance of strength and peace, central values of the United States. While the design remains consistent, what really sets the 1979 quarter apart is the condition it's in. A coin that has been carefully preserved, with sharp details and minimal wear, is incredibly valuable to collectors. The 1979 quarter was produced in large quantities, but as with most coins, the key to its value is condition. Most of these coins were used in daily transactions and have been subject to wear, making them common and low in value. However, a pristine 1979 quarter, free from scratches, discoloration, or damage, is something that collectors actively search for. Coins that are graded in mint state or uncirculated condition are much harder to find, and they often fetch much higher prices in the market. If you have a 1979 quarter in excellent condition, you could have a valuable piece on your hands. So, what could a 1979 quarter dollar be worth? If you have one in perfect, uncirculated condition, it could be worth $51,000, yes, you heard that right, $51,000 for a single 1979 quarter. It's incredible how a coin from just a few decades ago can hold such value. So, if you have any 1979 quarters lying around, or if you come across one in great condition, be sure to check it carefully, it could be worth a small fortune. Top 7, we're diving into a coin that may seem like just another piece of change, but believe me, the 1983 United States quarter dollar could be worth a lot more than you think. Stick with us until the end, and I'll reveal exactly how much this quarter could be worth today. The 1983 quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. Featuring the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the American eagle on the reverse, this coin is one of the many quarters minted in the 1980s. The 1983 quarter was produced in large numbers, but what makes it stand out to collectors is its rarity in pristine, uncirculated condition. At the time, the U.S. Mint was still churning out millions of these coins for everyday use. However, coins that were heavily circulated over time became worn and damaged, making those in mint state increasingly rare and valuable. Today, the 1983 quarter is sought after by collectors who appreciate its design and value in top condition. On the obverse, you'll find George Washington's well-known profile, with the words Liberty and the year 1983 inscribed around the edges. The reverse side features the majestic eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing strength, peace, and freedom, values central to the identity of the United States. While the design of the 1983 quarter may not be unique or commemorative, the key to its value lies in its condition. Most of the quarters minted in 1983 have been used in daily transactions and have suffered wear and tear, making those in near-perfect or uncirculated condition far more valuable to collectors. The value of the 1983 quarter dollar hinges on its rarity in uncirculated condition. As with many coins, the 1983 quarter was produced in large quantities, but the vast majority have been subject to wear over time. The coins that have been preserved without much handling, maintaining their sharp details and minimal damage, are highly coveted by collectors. In particular, a 1983 quarter that is free of scratches, discoloration, and other imperfections could be worth thousands of dollars. Coins like these are rare and difficult to find, which makes them a valuable addition to any serious coin collection. So, how much is a 1983 quarter really worth? If you have one in excellent, uncirculated condition, it could be worth $48,000, yes, you heard that right, $48,000 for a single 1983 quarter. It's incredible how a coin from just a few decades ago can hold such immense value. So, check your collection or your loose change. If you find a 1983 quarter in mint condition, you could be holding a small fortune. Top 8. We're going to take a look at a coin from the early 80s that you might just have in your collection, the 1981 United States quarter dollar. You might think it's just another coin from the past, but in reality, this quarter could be worth much more than you'd expect. Stick with us until the end, and I'll reveal exactly how much this coin could be worth in today's market. The 1981 quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. Featuring the well-known profile of George Washington on the obverse and the eagle on the reverse, this series has become one of the most iconic and recognized U.S. coins. The 1981 quarter, minted in large quantities, was produced during a time when the U.S. Mint was focusing on meeting the country's everyday coinage needs. But what many collectors don't realize is that while the 1981 quarter was widely circulated, coins in exceptional condition, particularly those in mint or uncirculated state, are far rarer and more valuable today. On the obverse, you'll find George Washington's profile, along with the inscriptions Liberty and the year 1981. On the reverse side, there's the familiar eagle, which is clutching arrows in one talon and an olive branch in the other. This symbolism represents the balance of peace and strength that defines the nation. Though the design has remained the same for decades, the value of the 1981 quarter depends not on its design but its condition. Most of the quarters produced in 1981 were used in circulation, and over time, they've become worn down. But those few that have been kept in pristine condition are what interest collectors the most, and that's where the real value lies. While the 1981 quarter dollar is not rare in terms of production numbers, its rarity today is based on the number that have survived in uncirculated or near mint condition. Coins that have been handled, circulated, and worn over time are common, but a well-preserved 1981 quarter, free from damage, wear, and discoloration, is something that stands out to collectors. In particular, collectors are looking for coins that have been kept in pristine state, as these are much more difficult to find. An uncirculated 1981 quarter, which has never been used for transactions and shows no signs of handling, is highly prized in the numismatic world. So, how much could a 1981 quarter really be worth? If you have one in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, it could be worth $44,000, yes, that's right, $44,000 for a single 1981 quarter. It's amazing how a coin from just a few decades ago can hold such immense value. If you have a 1981 quarter lying around in your collection or come across one in excellent condition, you could be holding on to something truly valuable. Top 9, we're going to talk about a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but could actually be worth a small fortune. We're diving into the 1998 United States quarter dollar, a coin from the late 90s that has gained significant attention in the numismatic world. Stick with us until the end to discover just how much this quarter is worth in today's market. The 1998 quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter series, a coin series that has been circulating in the United States since 1932. The 1998 quarter was minted at a time when the U.S. economy was in transition, moving away from the late 20th century and heading into the new millennium. However, the real value of this coin isn't just about the time it was produced. It's about what makes it rare in today's market. The U.S. Mint produced millions of these quarters, but most of them were circulated in day-to-day transactions. As a result, finding a 1998 quarter in excellent condition is extremely rare. In fact, the 1998 quarter stands as a great example of how condition can turn an otherwise common coin into a sought-after treasure. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find George Washington's profile, the first President of the United States. This design has remained unchanged since the Washington Quarter series began in 1932. Around Washington's image are the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year, 1998. The reverse side of the coin features the standard eagle design, a symbol of American strength, pride, and unity. The eagle holds arrows in one talon, representing readiness and strength, and an olive branch in the other, symbolizing peace. These timeless elements make the quarter not just a coin, but a representation of the values the United States stands for. While the 1998 design is traditional, the real appeal to collectors lies in the condition of the coin. Most quarters from this era were heavily circulated, so finding one that has been preserved in mint condition is what makes this coin special. So, what makes the 1998 quarter dollar so appealing to collectors? The answer lies in its rarity in uncirculated condition. Although millions of these quarters were minted, most of them were used for daily transactions, which means they've been subject to wear, scratches, and other imperfections. Over time, these signs of circulation add up, and finding one that has survived in mint or near mint condition is quite rare. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins like the 1998 quarter that have been well preserved. A quarter that has no signs of handling, no wear on the edges, and a pristine finish is incredibly valuable. Uncirculated coins like these can be a significant find for anyone who's been collecting for years, and even for those just starting to explore the world of numismatics. In addition to condition, another factor that can significantly increase the value of the 1998 quarter is the potential for minting errors. Errors can occur during the production process, and these types of coins are highly sought after by collectors. Mint errors can range from double strikes to off-center coins or even strange die cracks. These unique errors make a coin even more desirable and valuable to collectors. If you happen to find a 1998 quarter with a minting error, it could be worth considerably more than a standard quarter. Coins with error types like these are rare, and their value increases due to the fact that they're one-of-a-kind items in the coin collecting world. Now, the moment you've been waiting for: how much is a 1998 quarter worth? If you have one in uncirculated condition, or even better, a 1998 quarter with a minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $31,000, that's right, $31,000 for a single 1998 quarter. It's amazing to think that a coin from just a few decades ago can have such tremendous value today. So, if you've got any 1998 quarters in your collection, make sure to check their condition closely. If you've got one in near perfect shape, you could be holding on to something worth a lot more than you might expect. Top 10 and last rare quarter. We have an exciting topic, one of the most iconic and historic coins in recent years. We're going to dive into the 2016 Cumberland Gap National Historical Park quarter dollar. While it may seem like just another coin, it has a rich story behind it and holds significant value for collectors. Stick around to the end, and I'll reveal how much this quarter could be worth today. The 2016 Cumberland Gap quarter dollar is part of the U.S. Mint's America the Beautiful Quarter series, which celebrates national parks, historic sites, and landmarks across the United States. The 2016 Cumberland Gap quarter is the 33rd coin in this series and represents a pivotal moment in U.S. history. Cumberland Gap, located in the Appalachian Mountains, is a natural pass through the mountain range. It played a crucial role in U.S. history as a gateway for westward expansion during the late 18th century. It's where pioneers passed through to reach the western frontier, and it is often regarded as one of the most important historical locations in the U.S. This quarter commemorates that legacy. The coin was issued as part of the America the Beautiful program, which began in 2010 and features 5 new quarters each year, each one celebrating a different U.S. national park or historic site. The 2016 quarter features a striking design that showcases the beauty and significance of Cumberland Gap. Let's take a closer look at the design of this beautiful coin. On the obverse side, the coin features the familiar portrait of George Washington, just like other quarters in the Washington Quarter series. The inscription, Liberty, appears along with the year, 2016, and the words, In God We Trust, but the real highlight is on the reverse side, where the design for the Cumberland Gap quarter truly shines. The reverse features a stunning depiction of the Cumberland Gap itself. The coin shows a hiker standing atop a ridge, gazing through the gap to the wilderness beyond, with the iconic mountain landscape stretching out in the distance. A strong symbol of the pioneers who passed through this natural passageway on their journey westward. Above the hiker, you'll notice the words, Cumberland Gap, and the phrase, Kentucky, representing the state in which the park is located. The design is not only beautiful but is also rich with history. The image of the hiker symbolically links the past to the present, commemorating the journey of the early settlers who used the gap as their gateway to the west. while the 2016 Cumberland Gap quarter was minted in large quantities for circulation, certain factors make it a rare and highly sought-after coin in the eyes of collectors. First, coins that were not circulated and have been preserved in mint condition are extremely valuable. Since many of these quarters were used in day-to-day transactions, finding one that has been carefully stored and remains uncirculated is a real treasure. Furthermore, the America the Beautiful Quarter series is a favorite among collectors. These quarters are released in limited numbers and tend to increase in value over time. The combination of the historical significance of Cumberland Gap, its representation of early American pioneers, and the artistic beauty of the design makes this coin even more appealing. Just like other coins, the 2016 Cumberland Gap quarter could also feature minting errors or unique characteristics that add to its value. These include mistakes such as off-center strikes, double strikes, die cracks, or even misprints on the design. Error coins are highly prized by collectors because of their rarity and uniqueness. If you happen to find a 2016 Cumberland Gap quarter with an error, it could significantly increase its value. Additionally, proof and uncirculated versions of this coin were also minted and are highly sought after for their sharp detail and flawless finish. These coins, especially in pristine condition, can fetch higher prices than regular circulated versions. So, how much could a 2016 Cumberland Gap quarter actually be worth? If you have one of these quarters in uncirculated condition or perhaps one with a unique minting error, it could be worth $18,000. Yes, you heard that right, $18,000 for a single 2016 Cumberland Gap quarter. It's amazing how a coin from just a few years ago can have such immense value. So, if you have any of these quarters in your collection, or if you happen to come across one in excellent condition, make sure to keep it safe and check its value. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss any of our future coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!